They are ancient, they are deadly, and they are found everywhere, killing millions of people every year. So far, there is no known life form on Earth that viruses cannot infect. Let's go over the top 10 deadliest viruses the world has ever seen. Rotavirus, also known as the child killer, is a merciless virus that causes the deaths of more than 500,000 children every year. It is the leading cause of severe diarrheal illness among babies and young children. Smallpox virus is one of the world's deadliest viruses that had killed more humans than any other virus in human history. With fatality rates of up to 90%, it is responsible for killing 300 to 500 million people in the 20th century. The good news is that thanks to modern medicine, smallpox has been eradicated worldwide. Measles has done a pretty good job of killing people throughout the ages. Over the last 150 years, the virus has been responsible for the deaths of around 200 million people. It has a yearly mortality rate of 197,000 deaths. Dengue is one of the deadliest viruses humanity has ever encountered. The virus spreads via mosquitoes. Now endemic in 110 countries, dengue infects more than 100 million people a year and causes 20,000 deaths. One of history's biggest killers is yellow fever. In severe cases of yellow fever, the virus can cause bleeding from the mouth, nose, eyes, or stomach. Around 50% of the patients who enter this toxic phase are dead within 7 to 10 days. Today, the virus infects 200,000 people worldwide, killing 30,000 people each year. Everybody gets the flu, and for the majority, it may not be nice, but it's no big deal. That being said, every year, influenza is responsible for up to 500,000 deaths worldwide. The most deadly flu pandemic was the Spanish flu that killed 50 to 100 million people. The pandemic is described as the greatest medical holocaust in history. Rabies has been one of mankind's most feared diseases since ancient times, and with good reason. Infection with rabies occurs when bitten or scratched by an infected animal, most commonly dogs or bats. Nearly 60,000 people die of rabies every year. Most of these deaths occur in Africa and Southern Asia. Hepatitis B causes the largest share of fatalities every year, with a death toll of around 700,000. The virus attacks the liver, which results in either liver cancer or cirrhosis. Although the overall death rate from hepatitis C is lower than B, it still kills an estimated 350,000 people every year. If ever there were viruses that could cause fear in the 21st century, it's the Ebola and Marburg viruses. These viruses have some very unpleasant symptoms and are potentially the deadliest viruses on Earth today. Both these viruses have no vaccine, no effective treatment, and a fatality rate of up to 90%. Today, there are about 40 million people living with HIV. Sadly, only around half of those infected have access to the required drugs needed for treatment, so the global death rate from AIDS is still shockingly high. Estimates suggest that there are nearly 2 million deaths every year, and over the last 30 years, the virus has claimed over 25 million lives.